MK1. So this was done over the stress test weekend. So still relatively recently, and the main set I want to watch, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is a match analysis between SONICFOX and NINJAKILLA. These players need no introduction. Grand finals for, you know, the year one of the MK11 Pro Tour was this matchup, SONICFOX versus NINJAKILLA. They've played so many times in multiple different NetherRealm games. It's Liu Kang, as expected, for NINJAKILLA, and Kenshi for SONICFOX. Kenshi, an extremely complicated character in this version of the game. Most players were like, I'm not playing this character until I've got training mode. Fox was not deterred, and just put a lot of time in, and has, I think, some of the most impressive gameplay we've seen of MK1 so far. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mustard. I am a professional commentator for Mortal Kombat and have been doing so for at least 8 years, and have been able to commentate things like EVO, Final Combat, Injustice World Finals, various Mortal Kombat World Finals across the different games over the last almost 10 years. And I've watched both of these players play a tremendous amount. So I want to have a look at this today, break some stuff down, point some things out, do some overall analysis of the matches, and yeah, let's get to it. Should be right. So, like, obviously no, like, not playing favorites or anything, but I'm extremely interested to see SONICFOX here, because Kenshi is a character that so few people were playing in the test because of how complicated they were. But even if you were playing Kenshi, I don't think anyone was playing the character quite like Sonic was. Right, so already we can see that NINJAKILLA is going for Sonya Cameo, which just gives very quick confirmable extensions to just about any hit, because that's Square Wave. I'll be surprised if we see anything but Square Wave and maybe some of the leg grab.
You're lagging! You're lagging!
Because Sonya leg grab is going to give you a meterless side switch, which I don't believe Liu Kang has normally. Now that mid right there, I think it's forward 2 with Kenshi, that kind of like mid sword. That is like the god button for Kenshi, I think. Like, it's super confirmable, safe on block. Nice anti-air. That was a crisp NetherRealm anti-air. Oh, that was an overhead. Now, this is where Kenshi's really going to come online. The Sento stance. It's a true puppet character. Which is, to absolutely sum up, a very complicated archetype where you're basically controlling 2 characters simultaneously. And it's not something we've seen in a NetherRealm game before. Now, that soul push, you can charge it like we just saw there. I don't quite know what it affects, but I don't know if there's going to be like a mind game to when you can let it go. Good break. Already half-life done too. Now, that Kano knife is going to be really handy for SONICFOX, because it's going to give you activation into Sento stance. Because Sento stance is like, it's a stance activation. It has wind-up time, right? So if you can call Kano to like throw knives and keep them blocking or combo into it on hit, that's going to be super useful. Yep, the down one. Take your turn.
Okay,
oh, punish.
I'm chilling, bro. Get out of here.
Now, there's going to be many more matches to come. The flawless block on the last hit mind game. Oh, that's unsafe. And there it is. You see that? Look at that. Using Kano knife to turn a like a high punish into a full Sento stance into 438 damage. That was like a standing high punish. Hang on, let's go back. I think we're going to get nice and used to these sound effects. Right, check this out. Right, so what was this? That was standing 1. Yeah, that was 1-4 Kano knife into Sento activation. My goodness. I tell you what, not every character in the game is going to be getting mid 400s off a standing 1. And there's the extension on that forward 4 string with Liu Kang, right there, that multi-mid hit and kick. That's going to be your go-to confirmable safe mid. Sonya on the back too, so again, anytime on hit, you could go into the leg grab, get that side switch if you need to. But this is one element of Liu Kang we're going to be seeing a lot, I think, in MK1, is just a fireball game, because Liu Kang's fireballs are so fast. Ooh, did you see what Ninja tried to do there? That was like armored reversal into launch attempt. I wonder if that works. Because that is something we saw a fair few players experiment with over the weekend, was basically do your armored reversal and then while you're in the middle of an attack, you can call any of your ambush assists. So for Sonya, her only ambush cameo move is the square wave, which is where she comes in, flies up to the top of the screen, and just knocks them up and keeps them in a juggled state. So you can do that in the middle of doing moves. So we've seen people use that for like turning Sub-Zero Armored Slide into a launcher, and we're seeing Ninja there attempt to turn Liu Kang Armored Attack into launcher maybe? So that could be really cheap, especially if it doesn't scale very much. Low fireball, a lot slower than normal, but I think that's a trade-off for the high fireball being very fast.
Oh my god!
Can we talk about how amazing that back throw is, by the way? That 5-point palm exploding heart technique? Not bad. Oh, good bait. But even, so you notice that like the regular push has no armor, but it's so fast. Oh my god, this combo. Oh, it's not over. Oh my god, it's not finished. Hang on, we've got to go back and watch that again. What does that even start off? Okay, that was just a jump out. My goodness. Right, let's check this out. Yeah, so Sonic in the corner. Yep. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. So Sonic did a safe mid, right? So this forward 2-2, that is safe on block, especially from that range. Ninja tries to establish forward 4. You see that little micro dash first, but Sonic calls it out and just holds up forward, just trying to jump out of the situation. And because Ninja dedicates to a button, it's a full jump in punish. What's this? Forward 2-2, Kano knife, Sento comes out, full jump in, launch. Ah! Oh my goodness, that is so much damage for a jump out. It's practically half life. Now, this looks like a situation that's quite miserable to be in for Kenshi, though, where Sento is, like, out of play, and you're back to the wall, and you're not in a position to use it. Because Kenshi's entire move list changes while Sento is up, but... Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was so nice. So that was a combo that didn't even need Sento out to be done. Yeah, that was a whiff punish too. That was clean. I don't even know what normal that is. Was it standing 2? Launching special, air combat? Yeah. That was a proper MK1 combo right there. I mean, look at that normal, man. Ah, flawless block the last hit though. I wonder if that changes the frame data. Look how fast that fireball is with Liu Kang. Also, you notice one thing that Ninja just did there, right? We're going to see it. So, low fireball, Sonya cool. Look at this. Low fireball, square wave. Look at this right now. This is going to be a use for cameos that I think will get much more common the more people play the game. But a low fireball, that obviously you have to crouch block, right? But it covers so much of the grounded space. But if you try and avoid it to try and avoid the chip damage and you jump, this is going to launch you. So it's basically full screen coverage. I mean, obviously you can just sit there and block. You can flawless block the fireball to avoid chip, and then obviously this is wasted. But in the heat of the moment, this full just screen coverage is going to be really important. Yeah, and from that range, Liu Kang will get a flying kick or something like that too on hit. That's such a cool throw animation. Now, Liu Kang, a lot of these buttons are just straight up safe. Like, if he fully commits to the forward 4 string, you can flawless block the last hit as, like, same as MK11. Oh, punish! But Kano wasn't there, so this is a vanilla punish. Not terrible damage, though. I know it's much lower than we're used to seeing Kenshi hit, but didn't cost any resources. Oh, that's death. Fatal blow. Yep. Yep, confirm. EX fly kick is a launcher. And I will say, that is something that's quite peculiar for Liu Kang to have, is just a special move that you can just go like, I've got the hit, let me launch with it. But I wonder if that's like something they want every character to have in this game, is like something you can confirm into to launch, right? From almost any string. Because Sub-Zero has the ground freeze and ice ball. Kenshi's got rising karma. Katana has, the fan nado, the fan lift. And, like, even Liu Kang, who historically has launching options, but it's usually strings that launch, right? In MK11, it was crushing blows that could launch, or strings that by themselves would launch, or a count hit, or something like that. But it is quite uncommon for him to have a move where it's just a special attack that you can cancel into, and now you've launched the opponent. So we saw some armor here. that was broken straight away. And this is definitely going to be a use of a appropriately timed Kano assist, right? The double knife toss. Armored attacks in this game have 1 hit of armor. So, in this instance, we're going to see it soon. There it is. Yeah, see? Eventually, we're going to see players confirm off of that armor break, too. Okay, that's really good. So if you charge the push, it becomes plus. Another launch. Nice end. That was some more modest damage. Yeah, now that reverse stab that Kenshi does in Sento stance, that's an overhead. That's like Kenshi's back 2 from like MK9. But with Sento, you can turn it into a launcher with the right timing. Good break. Yeah, and again, just calling that Sonya, not to try and combo or anything, but just cover the space.
How you did that? I was looking at my fucking kill button, bro.
This has definitely been some of the more interesting usage of Sonya Cameo that I've seen so far. Because I feel like a lot of players were just picking Sonya for like easy combos, but just the utility of having a character that can just come in and just fly into the air with like an active launcher. It's quite good. Meterless launch. Corner carry. I mean, even though Sonya didn't connect, that's still 366 for that. Like, that's good meterless damage. Yep, overhead. Oh, the drop. Oh. Yeah, low fireball got punished. Now, you have to remember, this game, or this test, had forced release check that you couldn't turn off. So it does make me wonder if that low fireball was even intentional. Man, the damage Kenshi gets, though, really is explosive, isn't it? Yeah, there's a charge. But unless you're covering the charge with a Cameo, that's going to be quite an easy armor break. And there's the side switch. Decent damage, side switch. Yep, take the turn. Stagger into the throw. Now, Sonya Cameo does... I don't know what would dictate. So sometimes it gives you, like, advantage, and sometimes it doesn't. Because remember, the Cameo comes in and does the forward throw for you. So, like, Kano's gave you no advantage. I don't remember if Jax's did or not.
Oh my God.
But I have seen Sonya's forward throw give advantage sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. And I'm really not sure how that works. That's the kind of thing that we need training mode for, because here's the thing about that. If you can choose a Cameo that always gives you throw loops, like, that's a really powerful thing to just be able to equip. You know, if one Cameo, their forward throw is something that gives you advantage, and, like, other Cameos don't. Being able to get a forward throw and maintain advantage on knockdown is huge. And if you can just choose a Cameo to give you that, oh my goodness, that is going to be strong. And then they fix it straight away, so... Oh, full screen punish. Yeah, that Kano eye laser, I really don't know what the use is for it. I only ever saw people do it by accident. I know it's like a restand, but... Oh, hang on. Another one of those big punishes. Yeah, it's like if you get a confirm into Sento, it's going to be 400. Like, minimum.
He's whiffing stream.
Well, you have to remember, you couldn't do your controls at all in this test, right? You kind of just had to deal with it. Like, I really get the impression the whole point of this test was, like, online stability. Nice confirm, meterless. Nice. Does that kill? Ooh, the break.
Oh my God.
That straight fireball is so fast.
Because that shit would have been a 4-1.
That's an overhead, by the way.
Oh my God, you're like lagging.
Yeah, that full 1-4-1 being cancelable is so cheeky. Oh, the low this time. You can really see the layers of the mix, right? That kind of reverse stab overhead, the low. I mean, is that low literally just a sweep? Like, you do Kenshi sweep and time the Sento Phantom to do a launcher at the same time. But again, I cannot stress enough how complicated it is to do that, or tricky at the very least. Like, you really have to control each character separately. Armor, nice. Damn! Kano came in with the knives and ate a dragon to the face. Yep. Now, it's definitely going to be quite a big deal for Kenshi to lose use of Cameo for a few seconds. Because a lot of what we're seeing is enabled by Kano. I mean, look at this. The only reason this combo worked is because Kano Knife linked the normal start into, you know, Sento stance activation. Gives you the time. Now, one thing we haven't really seen much at all of is the kind of like the running stance or the running charge that Kenshi has. Oh, that was such a good anti-air.
I hate being in I actually have to go to
Yo, because like, if you're in normal, like, regular Kenshi mode, you get access to a running special that has, like, projectile deflecting properties on it. But because Fox is spending so much of the game in Sento stance, we don't really get to see it. And it's not really just a case of going out of the stance, because it's got an animation that you can be hit during. So it's risky to just go for it. Yeah. Meterless. Oh, I like that ender, because that keeps you close enough. Nice. That forward 2 really is just the string with Kenshi, isn't it?
Oh, you're dead.
I would actually go as far as to say that that was like a chip territory scenario as well. Because that's one thing we haven't seen too much of from Kenshi is like just chip damage potential. Corner launch. Nice. Almost 300 meterless. Oh, I love that call out from NINJAKILLA though. Just that wake up forward dash into 6-frame forward 1. Side switch. Yep. Oh, second activation. Ooh, oh. Okay, well, it's a shame to lose the corner, but that combo looked cool. Look at the chip damage on that. Oh, are we seeing the chip here, by the way, chat? Look, let's slow it down. Look at the chip. Let's go half speed. Look at the chip up here. Keep an eye. Right, 2 hits. Kano Knife does chip. Phantom does chip. String does chip. More chip. Look at all of that. It's like non-stop. Like, I actually think that chip damage is going to end up being like a really important thing to take notice of in this game for cameos. Because, like, remember, MK11 had last breath. MK11 featured for maybe the first time in Mortal Kombat history a built-in mechanic to prevent dying to chip damage, you know? This game doesn't have anything like that. So if you get chipped, it's over. Yeah, exactly. Like, Kenshi, like, it's the kind of thing you're going to need training mode to see, truly, to know what are block strings, where the gaps are. Because in this game, there's frame 1 armored reversals, right? So if there is a gap, that is how you'll get out. But because you can throw cameo timings on at any point, or if you've got Sento up, you know, that works in a similar way. You're just going to get so much chip damage. It's so crazy. And there's nothing to prevent you from just dying to chip either.
Oh, I didn't fucking beat you.
Oh, that's cool. That was fast. So I actually think that's probably going to be like maybe the first thing I'm going to look for is I'm going to look through all of the cameos and see if any of the cameos have like extreme, like multi-hitting chip damage potential or like a move that just locks you down. I mean, hell, even stuff like Goro Punch Walk could maybe function like that. But we know that Goro's Punch Walk is a, you know, summon assist, so you won't be able to follow up with it. But, you know. Wait, what was that animation? Did Sento just throw the sword back to Kenshi? Oh my god, he did. That was so sick. That was so cool.
Oh my god, you went for a throw? That was literally like a nice touch.
Oh, diamond cutter.
What's wrong with you?
That's one thing about Kenshi. That forward 2 and the back 2, they're all mids. Yep. But you can definitely see how Kenshi's movement takes a bit of a nosedive in Sento stance.
Mystery, yep, don't do that. He was.
I can't believe this does so much damage. Whatever that sword stab normal is, that looks to be like your go-to whiff punisher. But that's scary, obviously, when Sento gets hit and then you lose it for a while. That's not gonna work. Yeah. So Fatal Blow armor, I believe, doesn't become active until 7 frames after the cinematic has ended. That's what I was told through the weekend. So like when the cinematic is there, if you can see that your attack is about to connect, armor will not be active. You know, you will just know that armor is not going to save the situation at all. So like you'll really get used to knowing when to expect the armor to be able to interrupt, you know? So in situations like that, you haven't got anything to worry about. Was that a punish?
I should just backed out.
Sweeps across the board seemed very strong in MK1, by the way. Down fours and sweeps were like the god pokes. Liu Kang's especially. Liu Kang's sweep is like half screen. Punish. Now, what's cool about that forward one punish, though, with Liu Kang, so you see this teleport move that NINJAKILLA is about to use, right? That forward 1-4. So this teleport launches if the opponent is off the ground. If they're in an airborne state at all, this teleport will launch and you get a full follow-up. Now, what makes that good off this string is that forward one, that's a 6-frame button. So a 6-frame string starting button in NetherRealm MKs is quite rare. Normally 6-frame buttons are reserved for like down ones. You know, there might be a handful of characters that have a 6-frame down one, and usually 6 frames is the fastest button in the game overall. So Liu Kang having a 6-frame forward one that goes into forward 1-4, which is a safe string on block, but on hit knocks the opponent in the air, and it's cancelable, makes forward 1-4 teleport a launching punish option off a 6-frame button. And that's really good because generally speaking, if you have a button that's -7 in NetherRealm games, usually you're only going to get punished by a down one. So if you're looking to throw out a good button that's -7, you might be like, oh, that's okay. Worst case scenario, I just get punished by a down one or whatever. Against Liu Kang, -7 is full combo punishable. So Sub-Zero's forward 1-2, you know, that good 2-hitting mid punch he has, -7, Liu Kang can punish it. So it forces you to like clone or do something on the end of it to not just eat full damage every time. It's definitely good damage. I definitely saw a lot of Sonya players, or Sonya Cameo users use like multiple Sonyas in one combo. Was that like just non-stop Sonic? That's 2 mids. Armor break. Oh, that would have been so much damage to get comboed from that. Is that the round? Surely not. No, not quite. Definitely could have been. Definitely could have been.
I messed it up.
Yeah, look at this. So this right here, this is going to be an element to the game that I think is going to be interesting. So jump punches, because air combat is a thing, most jump punches are really horizontal. You know, they're really flat facing forward. So they're not as great as like high up jumping punches, but they're fantastic for like quick anti-airs or air-to-airs or something like that, you know? And I think that is tremendous for if you have the timing that you can go for like an instant jump punch anti-air or an air-to-air and then, you know, call a Cameo and pick up from it, right? Let's say you've got, I mean, even like Cameo Sonya, right? It's just an instant square wave and boom, you've now got a full combo from it. It's just going to be really powerful, I think. Especially if you've got normals like this Kenshi one in particular. Look how far it goes. That's going to be like half screen, probably. Especially if you do it from like a jump forward. I guess you just have to be used to like covering yourself on the way up. Ooh, was that low profiled or did that just miss? Okay, that's supposed to be mid. Oh,
yes.
That's a punish. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see the break, considering the damage.
Oh yes.
Uh-oh, speaking of which. Damn. Oh my god. That was close to half-life. Overhead, good block. But from the range that overhead connects, you can definitely get hit by sweep. That is going to be so dirty. That was a really good ender, too. That kind of Takeda style, like forward 3, forward 4, whatever. Yeah, so this one, again, didn't get forward, like, advantage on it. God, that Liu Kang fireball was so good. Oh, that's death.
Oh my god.
Oh, no fatal blow. Oh, didn't need to. Damn. That was so good. So, no first hit bonus awarded. Oh, that's a good answer, because that's like a reactable armor, too.
Can't do that.
Like, that ender on that string is so slow on startup. That's definitely reactable. Now, the weird thing is that Kano knife toss assist is too high projectiles, but if you follow a mid-up with it, it can be really scary. God, I mean, look at that sweep! Look at the range that covers, and the pushback, too. Like, look at this. Look, I mean, you can literally see this, like... I don't know how well it will come through on screen, but you see this kind of, like, blue effect around. That's the range this sweep had. And that's where it gets dangerous. Because Kenshi's, like, sweep versus that overhead in Sento stance is going to be so dangerous. Oh, my goodness. And that pushback, too. Like, you're going to have a button that goes pretty far to really take your turn on block from these. And, like, most sweeps seem to do that. Like, honestly, I'm telling you, in this game, sweeps and down 4, like, those are the pokes you want. They don't have the startup of down 1 or whatever, but even then. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, what was that? That was air-to-air. Yeah, so what was I just saying before, right? About how air-to-air punches are, like, so horizontal in this game. This is going to be common as hell eventually, I think. Is that instant jump punch. Yeah, see? They both jumped. Air-to-air jump punch. Air fireball. Pick up with a launching cameo. Pick up with a fireball. Look at that. And then EX so you're not forced to follow up with it. Because remember, EX flying kick shoots the blue dragon first, and you don't have to follow up. So, like, if you just want to use it for a projectile and keep full screen, you can. And then you're still able to shoot and follow up, which is really good. There it is. So for the first time, we're seeing that. Yeah, so this running move that Kenshi has, you only get it in regular, like, non-Sento stance, like regular mode. But look at that. You hold it, it just beats projectiles. But you have to keep holding it to keep running, and then when you let go, the attack finishes. Oh. Ooh, that'd have been a nice... Yeah, that right there. So, right. So, Ninja hits, like, right, a forward 4 as Sonic is jumping up. Tries to pick up with a down 1. I promise you this was down 1 flying kick, which would have comboed. But because the test has forced release check, down 1 back forward gives you fireball instead of fly kick. And that's just because of the forced negative edge that you can't turn off. So that would have been a full finished combo if it was not forced on. And then obviously fireball misses. So that won't be a thing in the full game. Overhead. I wonder if that overhead is safe by itself. It usually is. Okay, that's really bad for the non-Sento Kenshi game plan is getting Kano hit. You notice Fox is usually kind of just calling Kano just to get into Sento stance as early as possible. Oh, the whiff! Oh, no. That was Fox was safe, but pressing on minus. Oh, that was so good. My goodness. That was so clutch. Wait, you can stagger from that as well? Oh, the drop. Still got 300 damage, though. Oh, that's definitely unsafe. I like that choice to not finish the string to get out of the corner. Whiff punish, yep. Oh, good break. That 6-frame forward 1, so strong. And down 1s are so minus in this game, by the way, chat. If you get your down 1 blocked, your turn is over. The only thing you can do is, like, maybe down 1 special move preemptively. But obviously, if the down 1 connects, you're wasting it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, poke into poke is super dead. Well, at least according to this test. Obviously pre-release and all that. I hope it stays dead. Damn, Kano knife just... Kano knife is just the enemy of armor, isn't it? Also, this is important to point out. So, crushing blows might be gone, but throws are still highs. So if you read a throw and you release block, or you just hard read it and you never block and it whiffs completely above you, you might not get a crushing blow anymore from like a counter hit or a down two or whatever, but you will get whatever standing punish you want, which can be huge. But one thing you have to remember about things like Duck OS, that's not really an MK11 specific thing. Because you can go back and do that in MKX as well. It's just a development of people getting used to how the mechanic works. Oh my goodness! Broke after taking 400 damage still as well. But still, that was a lot of damage. Oh, that would have been a huge pickup. Ooh, what was that? So you can, wait, you can use flying kick and then follow up with a back two? Bruh, Sonya Cameo gives you so much just freedom with Liu Kang. How far did that go? Okay, so it didn't hit, but it looked like it barely missed. Good whiff punish, though. Dude, NINJAKILLA's Liu Kang is going to be terrifying in this game. Oh, unfortunate whiff. Flawless block as well. The window to flawless block is very generous in this game. So that, I don't know if that's unsafe against everything, but Liu Kang's forward one really is that god punisher. Again, that 6-frame string. Ooh, hang on a minute. Look at this anti-air. Oh, that was so cheeky. So that will launch as an anti-air because your opponent's airborne, right? But because that's amazing. Oh. So if you time that right, you disappear, so you can't be hit by the jump in. Oh, that was so good. That was so sick. Yeah, so check this out. So this running stance with Kenshi, this strike, that deflects projectiles throughout, remember, -7 on block, according to chat, which means that against any other character, the most they'll punish with is a 6-frame down one. That is not going to deter you at all. Enter Liu Kang, 6-frame forward one. Now you're talking a full punish. Yep, you're talking full punish. Not just a down one. That is going to be so powerful. By the end of the test, I don't know anyone that was using Kano Cameo that ever used the eye laser by intentionally. Only if it came out by accident. Yo, the Roomba! Yo, the Roomba just took a beating. Look down here. There it is. Kick 1, kick 2, kick 3. Leave it alone. This is trying to clean up the house. Yep, down one, turn is over. The weight, side switch, meterless. That is the truth. What's the ender? Just fly kick. 400 damage for that. Oh. Oh my god, that was fast. Oh. That's cheap. That's cheap. Do not tell me my eyes saw that. He's like, so Sento is out of it. He's done. He's taking a beating. Fox is blocking. Literally blocking. Look at him. He's coming in full speed ahead. That counter hit. That counter hit. That's a launching attack performed while blocking. Oh, this is insane. That might be the cheapest thing I've seen in this game so far. Doing a launcher while blocking. That is so against the rules. No. I'll be honest. Of everything I've seen of Kenshi so far, that's the first thing that I've seen that I almost immediately think that's gotta go. Like... I'm sorry, but that's gotta go. Armor. Ooh, the layers. So this time we saw the Sonya connect. So you absolutely can turn Liu Kang's armor into a launcher for sure. Oh my god. Look at the chip. Not just the chip, by the way. Look at the meter build. Sonic is just about to build a second bar. Watch this. Right. Look at the amount of bar you build just for hitting them. Block, block. Half a bar is here. String, string. Throw builds more. This meter build is insane. And all that time was chip too.
You're against me, bro. In the corner. Excuse you.
And like you build, you build plenty of bar by taking damage, but you don't really build bar by taking chip damage. So in this game, if you're blocking and getting just like massively laid into, you are going to be not only losing health thanks to massive chip damage, your opponent's building hella resources too. So by the time you hit them back, they can break, right? They've got all the resources in the...
Look at him becking. That's what I want to do the last 3 times. And
Was that Kano knife into the overhead projectile? There'll be a lot of instances where you see Kano knife do something crazy, but you do have to kind of call it way before you commit to your attack. Like in this instance, right, we see him already come out. Kano's already on the screen. And it... 2 hits?
Yes.
Oh, no, 3 hits. Yeah, so even after all that, you had to really call Kano in first. And just think, chat, we've only seen 3 cameos. Like, in actual gameplay, in depth. Nice. Oh, no, the drop. I think pre-release is the only time we'll ever see NINJAKILLA drop Liu Kang combos. When the game is out, never again. With punish? Tried to. If forward movement was a little better, I think that Ninja would have made it in time. Staggers. Backdash. Ooh, where are you going? No, I didn't finish it. Yeah, that's going to be the round. Meterless? Yeah, that was good resource management. Didn't have to spend the bar. Because you have to remember, like, your cameo comes back on a timer, and your super meter has to be built again. So, like, if it's a question of using cameo to end the round versus bar, cameo is usually the first one to be spent. Because cameo will also continue to regenerate during this in-between round segment. Oh, yep. Fuzzy. Sonya? No, not going to use it.
I'm back.
That's such a cool throw. That's 1 cameo. That's 2 cameo. It's a lot of damage, but... Actually, being sent full screen really isn't even that bad for... What was that? Do not tell me that was all a block string. Hang on a minute, before I finish my thought. I was about to say, being sent full screen isn't too bad for Liu Kang, because obviously with that fireball and Sonya to kind of control the screen, it's not too bad. But look at this block string. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9 hits on block that looked like a block string. Do you want to know how many hits on block it takes to build a bar of meter in this game? 12. So 9 hits out of 12 in a single block string, and for all we know, that wasn't even the end of it. My goodness. And by that I mean like a single chunk, but you know, enough to spend. Ooh. Wait, was that? Oh. Yeah, so what we almost saw there, Flawless Block has returned, right? Flawless Block is back from MK11, but it's very different. Flawless Block in MK1 is just used to nullify meter build on the opponent and nullify chip damage from the defender. So this game doesn't have any built-in chip kill protection, but what you can do is Flawless Block to reduce chip damage. You can also Flawless Block in the middle of block strings, whereas MK11 you would have to like release block and then do it. Yeah, and then do it after like, you know, X amount of frames has passed. In MK1 there is no such restriction. So you can Flawless Block seemingly at any time. So in this kind of instance, so watch this, right? So Fox is very low on health. Down 1 on hit. This is a single move chip damage potential. And that's where Ninja immediately goes for forward 4 forward 4-3, and then this is Magic Pixel. Magic Pixel tries to chip out with the bicycle kick, but flawless block. In the middle of blocking, flawless block. All chip damage is denied, and now it's unsafe. So even though it didn't work out, that could have been the beginning of one hell of a comeback. The main thing, though, is that you can flawless block from, like, any window. Like, you don't have to be, like, you know, let go of block for X amount of time. Damn, that's some whiff recovery. God, that goes so far.
Oh, come here.
Oh, chase down.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that could have been comboed from again. So much advantage on the Kano knife.
Okay. Relax. I'm trying to break. I'm practically holding that shit the entire time.
Now, this is important right here. So, Fox is about to break while Ninja has his cameo on screen, right? The breaker will not only get them out of the combo, you'll notice that Fox is now glowing red. Your cameo technically gets hit. So, if your cameo is present while you get combo breakered, you basically get locked out, right? You get the cameo lockout. Doesn't come back for X amount of time, doesn't come back for whatever. But also, you can see up here, does a small amount of damage to you as well. This is what Ketchup and I noticed in our last matches before the end of the test. So, this damage cannot kill you. That is why I've paused it and why I'm making note of this. This is going to be super important to the game. The fact that, you can take damage by getting breaked, but this damage cannot kill you. That is the most important thing. So if you're on Magic Pixel, or you get put down to Magic Pixel in a combo, don't feel like you can't break, because it's not a checkbait. You can break. It will just take you down to as lowest as possible. Oh, that was a bold call out.
No, you're playing with your life bar every time. Oh, okay.
There's Kano. Because even on block, you get into Sento stance. You notice that Fox really prioritizes going for it when we're going near the corner. Punish. Oh, dropped it. And then getting hit locks out Sento.
It's really bad for me because I'm in the corner. But I'm mashing.
God, that sweep is so good. Another flawless block. So flawless block can alter the effects of frame data on block, but it's a move by move basis. Nice combo. Overhead ender. Chip damage. Yep. Oh my goodness, the range. I can't decide who has the longer range sweep in this game. Is it Kenshi or Liu Kang? Kenshi looks like it's Kenshi, but Liu Kang's go so much further than you would assume.
Oh yes, and oh my god, you're just doing it.
Sonya, does that do enough? Oh, it does. Damn. Flawless block will stop chip for everything past what the flawless block was activated. So if you flawless block the first hit of a string, every hit of the string will be reduced. Overhead. Oh, drop. It looks quite difficult to get a pickup from that overhead.
Can you block me?
What a round. Goodness gracious. Now that is going to be full on mix. Good armor. Oh, there it is. So it connected, but is there a way you can time it to follow up? Ooh, that was nice. Because we know you can use Square Wave with Sonya to turn Sub's EX Slide into an armored launcher.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Steam. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, that's it as a streamer. The second you say, watch this, or here we go, check this out, it never goes the way you intend. It's like the law. Yeah, you can flawless block individual hits if you want. You can flawless block at any point and block. I don't think there has to be like a window. If there is no delay in letting go of block, that means that flawless block could become sort of like a rhythm blocking mechanic, right? Where you just get used to how, you know, the speed of strings on block and flawless block as much as possible. Oh no. Right attempt, but let go at the wrong time. I'll tell you what though, Kenshi looks very high maintenance in this game. Oh, there's the duck.
Oh my god, I'm salty.
Was that a micro duck or a duck? Just a quick release block. So what was this? Yeah, that was a just quick like release of block. That was like a proper MK11 style, like just release block for a tiny amount of time. Yeah.
Oh, you micro duck?
Ooh, turning that down 2 into a launcher? That's probably why down 2 scale much harder in this game, is because every down 2 could be a launcher.
I keep getting negative edge.
Nice. Oh, hang on. That's Half-Life. That's not the first time we've seen Ninja go for like a wake-up forward dash into that forward 1. I think just really calling out that Fox might want to just activate Sento at a time that it's not technically safe to do so.
I hate negative edge so much.
Now, it's not really as bad about being cornered with Kenshi as much as it is just not having any screen to set up the stance. Damn, 400 damage? And Liu Kang really is not going to struggle at being at like jump distance in this game. Like, Liu Kang's fireball game is going to be really effective. Yep, full punish. That's a lot of damage to potentially get off a standing 1, I'll tell you what. And again, that's only going to be possible with Kano Cameo. I don't think any of the other characters, any of the other cameos in this test can give you, like, string into, like, Sento activation into follow up the combo. Off, like, every string, no less, as well. It's like Kenshi gets it off every string you could need it. The standing 1, the forward 2. So you get it off your high, you get it off your mid. Like, those are the most important ones. Yeah, Ninja is getting caught by that 1-4. That second hit being a low a lot. But I don't think it's a question of just not knowing it's a low. I wonder if there is that kind of, like, it just looks like you're staggering into a throw. Good jump.
Oh my god, this is not good.
Oh, unfortunate. Oh, that might be it. Yeah, no break. Flawless block on the last hit, though. Was that punish? Okay, so it was flawless block. But it wasn't a punish. Ooh, hello. But this is where you have to be super careful with Kenshi. Oh. So one thing though is neither player is using up block. I think they're both happy to just go for like normal anti-airs. Because up block is good for getting like an unscaled, grounded punish on jumping attacks, but I feel like if you're comfortable enough with your standing anti-airs and you know you can get more off them, maybe they're not as necessary. I liked it a lot with Sub-Zero. But I only ever fought one player that ever baited my up block and punished it and made me stop, and that was Ketchup. I want it. You're definitely only going to be able to combo from that if you do the Sonya call really late. I'm not sure if you can up block overheads in the middle of strings. I don't think I'd seen anyone test it. Big punish. Oh, but Sento was still down. There's the armor. I want to see where these hits came from. Yeah, that's just a mid-checking forward movement into advantage knockdown. That's just a meaty mid. We've seen Ninja just jump over things a lot, so that could have just been an attempt. Half-Life almost gone. Flawless block, but then immediately hit. So that's what it was. So the first hit was just checking forward movement. The second hit was just a meaty, possibly trying to catch like a wake-up jump or something, because NINJAKILLA has got a lot of mileage out of just like just up forward out of the corner, right? And if you commit to something that whiffs, it's full jump in, and then you get the corner. And then that third hit was Ninja flawless blocked in the middle of the string, and then got hit immediately after. So I wonder if Ninja tried to do like back-to-back flawless blocks there, maybe. But either way, you see how quickly your health melts. And you build so much meter in this game for hitting the opponent. Like, doing chip damage, bar. Doing health damage, bar. Special moves, special cancels, bar. Cameo does stuff, bar. It's like non-stop meter. Look at that chip damage! Look at that chip damage! Oh my good lord! Watch this. Hang on. I'm going to play this in slow motion. Slow motion. Watch this. Look at this. All eyes up here. Right. Okay. Watch this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a whole bar built, by the way. That's 14 hits on block, which means that's a full chunk of super meter built. Because it takes 12. It takes 12 hits to build a bar. At least if I remember right. That was wild. And let's say 1% per hit, right? I'd say that was a good 15% of chip damage. I actually think that is legitimately going to be the first Cameo utility I look for when the game is out. I want to see what Cameo gives you the highest chip damage and if you can loop it. If it hits multiple times on block, each individual hit will build you meter. So if you can get a Cameo... Because you have to remember, Cameo as a resource is something that just regenerates itself over time. You know, just naturally. So if you can use this resource to build this resource, and then when this is off cooldown, you're spending what it built for you, you're always going to have stuff. You're always going to have resources. Nice. You can do that so late and still pick up for sure. Yeah, so you EX moves in this game, or you enhance them. Technically, they're called enhanced moves, but you enhance by pressing block plus the attack button. Whereas in 11, there was a dedicated amplify button that you would press after doing the move. That's chip, by the way. Yeah, I think if you do it right, that's just a chip sequence for sure. No, I don't think the score matters at all in this. You're just playing to learn. Whiff punish. Yeah, Kenshi's damage outside of Sento stance doesn't seem all that magnificent. But that definitely seems to be intentional. Well, both players did upload a bunch of the matches on both their channels. So I'm watching it on SONICFOX's YouTube, but NINJAKILLA... I think it's NINJAKILLA_212, I think is the YouTube for NINJAKILLA. So I know I'm not going to be, like, playing lots of Cage. Yeah, so that down 2, you can definitely, like, get cameos from. We saw Ninja do that before. Alright, Sento activation again. Ooh, nice. That's 130 damage by itself. Overhead, yep. Oh, the fallout into reset, though. Okay, so if you do that activation early enough and get out of the stance, that keeps you safe. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of startup. Wait, that doesn't work? You can't do forward 1-4 into Fatal Blow? Okay, so people before were talking about how hard it is to combo into Liu Kang Fatal Blow, and I didn't believe them. But seeing is believing. That was unfortunate. It is cool how you can do some combos in Sento stance without needing the Phantom out, though. Like, you can be self-sufficient if need be. Good block. That's probably death, right? Ooh, just enough. I feel like any other character would have just gone into Fatal Blow early, but as we just saw, maybe Liu Kang's not as reliable for that. So I know that Kenshi has a mix between the overhead stab and the low is the sweep. But the sweep animation, that's actually so cheap. The animation for the sweep is very similar to the animation for the overhead. Because it's kind of like a reverse spin low. That's actually so cheap. The sweep looks very similar to the overhead. Oh my god. That's nuts. And that's the overhead right there. So you notice that's the overhead, right? So the overhead is a back turn into an overhead stab. The sweep is a back turn into a low slash. It looks so similar. Oh, not again. Oh. You ever just punished a safe move? Because it's 2 against 1. But for the sake of YouTube, if I do put this analysis on YouTube, which I probably will, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. I really hope you enjoyed sitting through this with me, because these were definitely some of the best matches of MK1, if not the best matches that we've been able to watch so far. And hopefully there'll be more in the future, as and when there's more gameplay to watch of people playing matches and here and there, and always a lot of fun. So thank you very much for hanging out and tuning in, and I hope I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves, peace out, and goodbye.